back of my head for longer than it should have been. And I think it's about time I talk about it and explain why things are the way they are. If you're here just to see what I look like, just hold on a bit longer. I have really important things to explain. Briefly, the first few reasons I don't show myself are because I don't want people to have an opinion of my content and who I am based on what I look like. We live in a society that almost revolves around appearance. People can become famous just for their looks. People use appearance as an excuse not to like someone. I'm fine if you don't like me or what I do, but if your only reason would be because you don't like what I look like, then what kind of argument is that? I'm very shy and prefer to keep to myself. I still want to have privacy, but there's a main reason, and I haven't told this story to anyone. Thing is, I don't tell people my problems because I feel like I can handle them on my own, and I don't want to drag people into my messes. I don't want to hurt anyone, and if you knowing I'm hurt hurts you, then I don't want to tell you when I'm hurting. If that makes any sense at all. But here we go, right? It's not a secret. I don't think very highly of myself. I joke about it a lot, and I'm pretty open about it. When I was young, I actually had a lot of confidence. People gave me compliments and said nice things, and I believed them and was proud of myself. But as I got older, I began having doubts. I started thinking that people were lying to me, or they said things and didn't really mean it. Words can't affect you when you don't let them. People say that all the time. But it's easy to forget. It goes the same way with positive words as negative. That led me to telling myself I wasn't good enough and I had to do better. My standards slowly started getting higher and higher without me realizing how bad it was getting. By the end of high school, I felt like I wasn't good enough for anything. Even though people would be telling me, "Wow, you're doing so great. You're so talented." I would say thank you, not to be rude, but it was in one ear, out the other. I didn't hear it. I went to college with the same mindset, not feeling like I was good enough for anything, standards for myself always getting higher, and that's the problem. I push myself so hard to get better at everything, and I do improve, but it's still not enough for me. The bar keeps getting higher before I can grab it, like climbing a staircase where the top keeps getting further away and the ball and chain attached to your ankle is getting heavier and heavier. But you keep trying. Eventually, this branched out to more than just what I was doing. It started seeping into my self-image, which wasn't high in the first place either. It wasn't only telling me what I was doing wasn't enough, it started telling me I wasn't enough. And that's when I started wanting to fix it. I started eating less, trying to be happier with myself. I'm naturally very thin, and I've never had issues with weight before, but it was like a switch in my brain that all of a sudden that wasn't good enough either. It became all I could think about. My whole day revolved around what I ate, what it was, when I ate, how many calories. Every